Did you know that 90% of the world's wealthiest people built their wealth through real estate? So can you imagine being one of them? I am Denise Watkins. I'm with the Watkins Team RE, and today we're going to talk about how to buy your first rental property, which is a major step toward financial freedom. So if you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck and you want to build long-term wealth, then you're going to enjoy what I'm about to cover in this video. And then by the end, you will have a clear roadmap to buying your first real estate investment. So let's get started. Now, I know you might be thinking, I don't have enough money to invest, or I don't know where to begin. And trust me, that's the concern for most first-time buyers. So there is an element of fear for first-time investors because they think that they need hundreds of thousands of dollars or a real estate background to get started. But guess what? That's not true. The biggest challenge isn't money. It's taking the first step in understanding how to make the smart move, calculate moves in real estate. So how do you buy your first rental property? Now, let me break it down in 3 steps, and here are the 3 key steps. You want to set a budget. You don't need to be rich to get started. There are financing options like FHA loans if you're planning to live in the property. There are conventional loans, and of course, creative financing strategies to help you build your wealth. And then number 2, research locations. A good rental property isn't just about the price. It's about demand, cash flow, and appreciation potential. So we'll discuss how to analyze the market and choose the location where the market is strong. So number 3, understanding financing. So did you know that you can buy a property with as little as 3.5% down if you're planning to house hack? That means that living in one part of the house while renting out the other for that person to cover your mortgage. So this is one of the smartest ways to get your first investment property. Now, here's where things get really exciting, and that's learning how to analyze properties for cash flow. And in the example that I'm about to show you, we're using house hacking, which is a strategy where you live in one unit while renting out the other to cover your mortgage. So in this case, we're using an FHA loan. So stand by while I head over to the chalkboard. Okay, so now we're going to go over the numbers, and I'm going to break these down for you and go over some of the calculations here. So let's say we purchased the house, like we said, for $200,000 times 3.5% down. This is what FHA requires when you're purchasing a house. They require 3.5% down, which is $7,000, right? And then we say 200,000 minus 7 equals 193. That is your mortgage payment. In just a second, I got writing on the board. My arms feel kind of tight in that jacket. Okay, so we're looking at a mortgage of 193. The next goal is to determine what is your mortgage payment. And that mortgage payment consists of principal, interest, tax, and insurance. So principal, interest, tax, and insurance is an estimate of $1,575. Because I can tell you what the principal interest is, but the tax and insurance is going to vary depending on where the property is. Okay? Now you got to go out and find a renter. Remember, you're house hacking. You're going to live in one part of the house and you're going to rent out the other part. So we're looking at a room or basement or whatever. The renter has agreed to move in and pay $1,200 a month. Okay? Your mortgage minus your rental income, you're paying out of pocket $375 per month, right? Now, that's for 1 year. You decide to stay. You say, hey, Denise, I'm ready to move. I want to rent out the whole house. I go out and I find a new renter, because this renter is gone. Or it might be the same renter that decided to rent out the whole house, but their new rent is $2,900 per month. So you take your mortgage, which is $1,575 per month, and your net flow is $1,325 a month. This is your cash flow, okay? Now, you do want to take out for expenses. You want to allot at least $200 for expenses. You're still at $1,100 per month. $1,100 per month is not bad at all. That is a good return on your investment.
So this is what we do when you're house hacking. And a lot of my clients have done this. They stayed in the house for a year, maybe 2 years, and they called me and said, Denise, I want to rent out the whole house. And now they're growing their properties, and they having a success with the money that they're getting in. They're reinvesting in other properties and other deals and cryptocurrency, whatever. This is your cash flow off of this property. And there's so many more things you can do with this property, but for this example, this is what we have. So what do you think?
As you saw in the example, $200,000 for a rental property can bring you in a cash flow of $1,300 a month. That's how you build passive income. So you just want to make sure that your rental income exceeds your expenses. Now, I do have a disclaimer. I use the average rent in Prince George's County, Maryland, which is $2,900 for a 3-bedroom house. But we all know that you are not going to find a property for $200,000 in Prince George's County that you can rent out unless it's a fixer-upper or a really, really motivated seller. So here's what we've covered. You do not need a fortune to start investing. The right location and financing options can set you up for success. Learning cash flow analysis is the key to profitable investments. And then buying your first property, it is a journey, but with the right knowledge and then one step at a time, you can absolutely do this. And if you want to learn more on becoming a profitable real estate investor and get the best tips from professional mortgage brokers, then get a copy of my guide on buying your first investment property. It is so easy to read. Just go to the link, click it, and it'll be sent to you. And if this video added any value to your real estate investments or the journey that you're on or help you in any way, hit the like button, leave me a comment with your biggest takeaway, and subscribe for more real estate tips. And don't forget to check out my other video. It's the next video on property management, because these are the tips that can keep your rental property running smoothly and stress-free. So I will see you there. Bye for now.